Imagine two people. One starts investing at age 20, the other starts at age 30. You might think 10 years is not a big deal, but in the world of money, it is everything. The biggest secret to building wealth is not about how much you invest. It is about how early you start. This is because of something magical called compound interest. It is like a snowball. You start with a small ball of snow. You roll it down a hill. As it rolls, it picks up more snow. It gets bigger and bigger, faster and faster. Your money works the same way. The longer it has to grow, the more powerful it becomes. Think about your future self. What kind of life do you want? Do you want to worry about bills forever? Or do you want financial freedom? Do you want the ability to choose what you do with your time? Starting to save and invest today is a gift to that future person. Every single dollar you put away now is like planting a tiny seed. That seed will grow into a big, strong tree that provides for you later. It might feel slow at first. It might feel like nothing is happening. But behind the scenes, your money is working for you. It is working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never gets tired. It never asks for a vacation. Many young people think investing is for old, rich people. They think you need a lot of money to even begin. This is completely wrong. That is an old way of thinking that keeps people poor. The truth is, you can start with as little as $5. The tools and apps we have today make it easier than ever. The most important thing is not the amount, it is the habit. The habit of putting money aside regularly. The habit of telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. This discipline is what separates those who build wealth from those who stay stuck. So, let's be clear. Your age is your greatest superpower. You have time on your side. Time is the most valuable ingredient in the recipe for wealth. You can make more money, but you can never get back more time. Wasting your 20s and 30s by not investing is one of the biggest financial mistakes you can make. It is like having a winning lottery ticket and forgetting to cash it in. The small sacrifices you make today will pay you back 100 times over in the future. Let's start using that superpower. Let's make your money work for you, not the other way around. Let's talk about two very important words: assets and liabilities. Understanding these two words will change your life. It is the core difference between people who get rich and people who stay poor. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. Think of things like stocks, real estate that you rent out, or a business. These things grow in value or pay you an income. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. This includes things like expensive cars, the newest phones, designer clothes, or daily fancy coffees. They lose value the moment you buy them. Most people spend their lives buying liabilities. They get a paycheck. They immediately spend it on things that make them look rich. A new car with a big monthly payment. The latest smartphone that will be old in 1 year. Expensive dinners and vacations financed with a credit card. They are trapped in a cycle. They work hard to make money, only to give it all away for things that become worthless. This is why so many people with high incomes are still broke. They have a high income, but they have even higher expenses on liabilities. They are running on a hamster wheel, working hard but going nowhere. The wealthy, on the other hand, focus on buying assets. When they get a paycheck, their first thought is not, "What can I buy?" Their first thought is, "How can I make this money grow?" They use their income to buy things that will generate even more income. They buy stocks in good companies. They invest in index funds that track the whole market. They save up to buy a property they can rent to someone else. They are building a machine that makes money for them. Their assets are like little employees, working to increase their wealth while they sleep. This is the millionaire mindset. Your goal should be simple. Every month you want to buy more assets and fewer liabilities. Before you buy something, ask yourself a simple question. Will this put money in my pocket in the future, or will it take money out? It is okay to have some nice things, but your main focus, especially when you are young, should be on building your asset column. Choose to pay your future self first. Choose to invest in things that grow. This simple shift in mindset is more powerful than any financial trick or secret. It is the fundamental rule of building lasting wealth. Let's look at some real examples. It is easy to talk about ideas, but seeing how others did it makes it real. Take Warren Buffett, one of the richest investors in the world. He bought his first stock when he was just 11 years old. He did not start with millions. He started with the money he saved from his paper route. He bought a few shares of a company. He was not a genius from day one. He was just a kid who understood the power of owning a piece of a business. His wealth did not come from one lucky investment. It came from decades of consistent saving and investing, starting at a very young age. Another great example is a man named Ronald Read. He was not a famous investor or a CEO. He was a janitor and a gas station attendant. He never earned a big salary in his entire life, but when he passed away at the age of 92, he left behind a fortune of over $8 million. How did he do it? He lived a simple life. He saved a small amount of money from every paycheck. He invested that money into solid blue-chip stocks and just let it sit. He never tried to get rich quick. He just patiently bought assets and held them for decades, letting compound interest do its magic. These stories show us a powerful truth. You do not need to be a Wall Street genius to become wealthy. You do not need a high-paying job. You need discipline and patience. You need to believe in the process. Many young people today are following these same steps. They start by investing in low-cost index funds through apps on their phone. They might only put in $20 or $50 a week. It seems small. But that $50 a week becomes $2,600 a year. Invested over 40 years, that small weekly habit could grow into hundreds of thousands or even over $1 million thanks to the market's growth. The lesson here is to stop making excuses. Do not say I'll start when I make more money, or I don't know enough about investing. The stories of Warren Buffett and Ronald Read prove that starting small is the key. They did not wait for the perfect moment. They just started. They focused on what they could control, their savings rate and their consistency. You can do the same. Your story might not be exactly like theirs, but the principles are timeless. Start with what you have from where you are. Your future self will be incredibly grateful you did. Okay, so you are ready to start. But how do you actually do it? Let's make it super simple. Here is a step-by-step plan that anyone can follow. First, you need to track your spending. For 1 month, write down every single thing you spend money on, from your rent to that pack of gum. This is not to make you feel bad. It is to give you data. You need to know where your money is going before you can tell it where to go. You will probably be surprised at how much you spend on things you do not even remember. This is the first step to taking control. Second, create a simple budget. A budget is not a prison. It is a plan for your freedom. Look at your spending from step 1. Find areas where you can cut back. Maybe it is eating out less. Maybe it is canceling a subscription you don't use. The goal is to free up some cash, even if it is just $25 or $50 a month. This money now has a new job, to be invested. This is called paying yourself first. Before you pay for your coffee or your Netflix, you pay your future self by moving that money into a separate savings or investment account. Make it automatic so you don't even have to think about it. Third, open an investment account. This sounds scary, but it is as easy as opening a social media account. There are many apps and online brokers that are perfect for beginners. Look for ones with low or no fees. You can open an account in just a few minutes. Now, what do you invest in? The simplest and most recommended starting point for most people is a low-cost index fund. An S&P 500 index fund, for example, lets you own a tiny piece of the 500 largest companies in the United States. You are instantly diversified. You are betting on the entire American economy to grow over time, which it has historically always done. Finally, be patient and stay consistent. This is the hardest part. Investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a get-rich-slow plan. The market will go up and down. There will be scary days when it looks like you are losing money. Do not panic. Do not sell. Remember the snowball. The downs are just part of the journey. Keep investing your small regular amount no matter what the market is doing. This is called dollar cost averaging. and it is a powerful strategy. Just set it and forget it. Focus on your life and let your assets do the work over the long term. Start today. Your journey to wealth begins with a single dollar.